Alright, so I'm actually genuinely kind of, I guess you say I'm excited? I don't know. I'm impressed, maybe that's the word. This is a pretty cool thing, I think, just because I like motion detection and automatic. I like anything that's automatic, so it takes work out of it, even if it's as simple as flipping a light switch, to be honest with you. So I have automatic lights and different things, solar powered and, you know, wall powered, outlet powered like this. And this, I think, is really cool. I had an, well, I have, but I'm going to say had because this is going to be the replacement for it, an under the bed motion detecting lighting kit, and it was about $2, I'd say, more expensive than this one, and it didn't have any features at all other than off and on. And this one has the ability to adjust the brightness and the duration of time. So very impressed, and it actually seems to be a much higher quality. You know, they used heat shrink tubing to make sure that there's no disconnect. All of the mounting hardware, which we'll look at this in more detail. I have the lights off so you can see this a little better. But they gave you multiple two different clips and a mounting piece for this, and that's really cool because there's a lot of oversight sometimes that goes on with some of these kits. They're just very basic. And you know, all the connectors are barrel style connectors and everything, so it's, you know, super easy to set up, plug up. You got two things you plug in to the sensor, and you're pretty much done. You know, stick everything where you want it and you're good to go. So basically, let me show you real quick so you can see. And what you can't see is it is a lot brighter with the camera, but with this on the highest setting, it's pretty bright, but not so much that it's jarring by any means. But if you need it to be a lot less, you can crank this thing down and get this really soft light, which doesn't really translate well onto camera, unfortunately. But very impressed with this. So okay, let me go ahead, flip the bright light on so I can actually give you some of the specifics and show you this a little better. So it comes in a really nice packaging. You know, my only complaint is this thing is a beast to open, just like any of these packages, and you got to be careful because you can really cut yourself, obviously. So you've got, you know, all the information provided with this, and again, I love that it has some mounting options. You have the twist clamp, twist clip, and then you have a clamping style clip, and then a 3M disc, which you can use to adhere to the back of this. So here's your sensor, your two plugs. Everything's actually labeled really well, and then you have your time and your dimmer. The dimmer switch, as you can see, just a little rotating knob, and then here you have let's see, 30 seconds, 130 seconds, and 380 seconds, which translates to, of course, 30 seconds, same thing. 2 minutes and 16 seconds, or 6 minutes and 33 seconds. So you have a pretty good duration there. The actual LED is 36 LEDs. It has 100 degrees of range in the sensor's ability to pick up. And you can go from 10% to 100% on the brightness, as you saw, which is going to be 3K to 3500K as far as the lighting goes. And the entire unit is only going to take up, at the brightest, 3 watts of power. And it's comparable to a 20 watt incandescent bulb. So that's pretty impressive as a whole. As far as the range, you can pick up between 3 to 5 meters, which is 9.84 feet to 16.4 feet. So that's pretty impressive, even though the area I'm going to be using it in is going to be relatively small. And as far as the light strip, you have 3.9 feet of light, you have 4 feet for the power adapter, and 3.2 feet of the extension. And you can see the extension here. And the power adapter is here, and then you got all this cable. So all of that said, you do have the 3M backing and adhesive and everything, so wherever you stick it, it should stay put. and it comes with a 2-year warranty. Most things come with a 1-year warranty. So I wanted to show you what this looks like outside of being mounted, because once it's mounted it's really going to be difficult because it's a very small space, as you will see in just a moment, and I really couldn't get into that area very well with the camera the way I'd like to. So I wanted to show you everything outside of being put up and in use, and now I'm going to go and show you what that looks like in use. Okay, let's jump to seeing what this looks like. Okay, so right here you can see it at the dimmest, and in a second we're going to look at the brightest, and then you'll see what it looks like when it's completely off, which you probably won't be able to see anything, which is the point. So it just went off. Now you see what off is, and if I walk up here, what the sensor is, you can see it again. So that gives you an idea of complete darkness and the lightest or dimmest. So give me just a second here. Okay, so there you go. That is now the brightest setting. So pretty good. But the great thing about this, whether you put it in a nursery, a kid's room, or your own room, you don't have to worry about overhead lights, glaring lights in your face, you know, none of that. And that's a great thing for me. That's why I like it. And you can see the substantial difference because it just went out. I have it only for 30 seconds. So that's my take on this. Awesome product. It's actually cheaper than one that has no options. This is better designed, better made, better warranty. I mean, it's better all the way around. So if you want to find out more, check out the link below the video. You can purchase, read about it, check it over. Okay? Thanks.